So we have a lot of songs. Now we're gonna pick the best parts that you want from each song, and you're gonna mash it together onto the bottom track here. So there's a couple things, keyboard shortcuts that you should know. Again, make sure you have this A through Z turned on right here. Take the clip that you're gonna work on, and choose it. Choose it, and then go Shift S. Shift S will solo the clip that you've selected, right? And Shift S will unsolo it again. Shift M, by the way, will also mute it, and Shift M will unmute it. So it depends on which clips you've selected. So let's say if you select multiple clips, so 1 and 2, Shift S solos both of those. Shift S again will unsolo them. Okay? So pick one track that you're going to work on and solo it. So I'm going to pick this one. Pick that clip. I'm using the Smart tool, right? That's F6, F7 together. And Shift S to solo it. Now I'm going to zoom in, letter T, zoom in quite a lot, and I'm going to listen to the parts that I want. So be aware of this button right here. This button, sorry, I want Smart tool back on. This button right here, remember what it does. With your playhead, if you hit spacebar, with it off, it will jump back to where you started. Right? It jumps back. With it on, it will stop. The playhead will stop where you stopped. So the reason why that's important is because you want to make sure you're starting and stopping in the right place. So I'm going to pick a part of the song that I want to start with. So I want to turn that off because I'm going to think, okay, maybe this visually, I think, oh, I want this part of the song right here. So the more you zoom in, the better it is to figure out where it is you actually want to start. So I'm zooming in quite a bit, and I'm in slip mode. It's important that you're in slip mode. Press F2 to be in slip mode. So F1, you definitely don't want to be in shuffle mode. You want to be in slip mode. So pick the part that you want and listen. Alright, so there's the part that I want. I want to start at that point. Now here's a keyboard shortcut. If this is the part that you want to start at, if you press the letter A, it will trim it. It will trim away the stuff prior to your cursor. Right? So there's always Command Z if you make a mistake. Right? So pick a part that you want to start and press the letter A. Now pick the part that you want to end at. Let's say I wanted to end right here after listening. I wanted to end right there. The opposite is the letter S. S will trim away all the stuff after your cursor. So then you have your little clip right here. All right. Now if you make a mistake and you want to trim back, just simply take your trim tool and trim it back so that you have more or less of what you need. Again, T and R allows you to zoom like this, right? So again, letter A allows you to trim away the beginning, and letter S allows you to trim away the ends. And then you're going to take that, you're not going to just drag it by itself, you're going to option drag it. Option, drag it down here, right? You put it where you need it to be. Okay, so that's option A. There's your little clip. Drag it to where you need it to be. And then zoom in, etc. So your job is to simply chop up the parts of the song that you want, of each of the songs, and then option drag it down and sequence them in order. So in the end, just a really quick thing, so in the end you're going to have sequences of different songs side by side. So once you so here's an example. Let's say you option drag this down and you take this part and you option drag it down, right? So once you've got all your parts down here, make sure you go back to shuffle mode. That's F1, so that you don't kill things. So then you can just sequence them one after another, and then you can see that they're just butted up one next to the other. All right.